couldn't see the path. Clag and whiteout conditions, and his horns was overhanging the path. Full on winter conditions. See him? Yes! Two guys behind me there, they're off flying. Bloody gates. Latches are frozen. Try this one. I can't see because my glasses is misted up. You see through there, they're frozen. Gonna have to carefully climb over. Language, don't know if you heard that. Right, hold on because it's icy down. Lovely colours in the sky behind me. Yes people, welcome to another video. If you're new here, I'm Dave from Walks for Us. See that lovely sunrise behind us? And the reason I've started this video like this, as in you've seen a few clips already, is because you probably know I'm on Whernside now. I'm more or less at the summit. I hope you can hear me. I've got my mic on, but it is a bit breezy. But yeah, I've filmed Whernside and the Yorkshire Three Peaks quite a few times already on the channel. So I didn't want to bore you, although YouTube does like us to do repetitive, or so they say. But yeah, I am about to tap out on the summit of Whernside at the moment, in a minute, should I say. And I'm going on to Ingleborough. So I won't film Whernside and Ingleborough as much, but then we are going to nip back down from Ingleborough slightly to the gate, and then we're going to cut across to Simon Fell and Park Fell. So we'll do some more filming there, because that's not been on the channel. I think I've done a short of Simon Fell and Park Fell. I have been over there once. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment, guys. Yes, there we are, guys, just through that narrow kissing gate to the trig point, as you probably already know. And you probably did notice earlier, I changed my micro spikes to the, I think they call them cleats. Let's squeeze through here and tap out. Yeah, there you go, guys. 736 metres, as I've told you lots of times. It is definitely a lot more breezy on this side of the wall. So yeah, if you can hear me, I had the just standard microspikes on, and I have still got microspikes on. I don't know if you, but they're I think they're called cleats. I can't remember. A little bit like a mini crampon, and they're just digging in the ice a bit better. It is there's nothing wrong with the others. They were okay, but they weren't gripping all the time, and some of the ice is quite thick. Anyway, I'm going to crack on, get down here and get up Ingleborough. So, as you can probably tell, we're heading up Ingleborough now. I don't know how good the audio is going to be because I've not put the mic back on. I'm going to have to be careful with everything battery related because I was struggling to recharge my phone with the power bank because everything was cold, but I've got some charge in it now. I do have two phones. I have a second phone with a map on. The phone I'm talking to you guys on is for filming and photographs and music. So I've not done any photographs, filming or music. I've just stopped because there's quite a bit of ice. I'm going to have to put my cleats back on. I think that's why you call them cleats. Actually, if you type in on eBay crampons, these will come up, but they're not like full-on winter condition crampons for is it B2 boots or whatever. It's not them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put them back on. And coming down Whernside, I had to use my map. There was no footprints. It was covered in snow, not deep, but covered in snow. And although I've done it that many times, I couldn't see the path. So that just shows, like I say, I've done it. Well, I've done the Yorkshire Three Peaks 31 times, and I've done Whernside a few times as a single mountain, as I have with Ingleborough and Pen-y-Ghent. So yeah, there you have it. I've done it a few times, and I couldn't see the path. And I don't mean for clag and whiteout conditions. So make of that what you will. But yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit. I am really having to watch where I go because you get the odd step that's not icy, then you get 3 or 4 that's covered in ice. If I zoom you in, well, you can see Whernside over there where we were this morning. And if I can find it on camera, that's that wooden board path where you can see the white straight line. So just, well, I'm zoomed as far as I can go now. Can you see the cows? You can see the cows, can't you? Centre of the screen. Yeah, if you watch my videos, you'll know I don't like having to go past cows. And one of those had his feet on the curb, if you like. So if you're on the pavement, his feet was on the curb and his horns was overhanging the path. Yeah, he had some big horns. He had some big horns, did that boy. So as you know, I'm heading up there, then I'll come back off, not as far down as we are now. We have the lovely sun there, look. And we are going along the top of there somewhere, and then back down to where I parked the car at. Can you see the viaduct? I'm parked in the lay-by just near the viaduct. So we're on the plateau of Ingleborough now. I think you see the trig point in the distance there. And if you've noticed, you just see my ice axe poking up the back there. I hope my walking pole is next to it too. Yeah, I've not needed it, but much better to bring it and not need it than leave it at home and need it. You never know, do you? It is, after all, winter conditions. And I know you can get much worse, full on. Excuse me, a frog in the throat. You can get much worse, full on winter conditions and white out and such as that. But it's definitely better to have it and not need it than to need it and leave it at home. Yes, sir. There's the second trigger of the day. Ingleborough at 723 metres. Yeah, I do hope you can hear me. It's always windy up here. Quite often I struggle with the audio up here, and I have got the mic on. Yeah, so I'll hang around here a couple of minutes, take a couple of photos, drop back down, and we'll head over to Simon Fell. I'll give you a quick 360 of the views. Right, I'll go around. It'll probably be really windy and whistly, and then I will spin back around on a full zoom, and then I will show you that my beard is frozen. I can't see the sun, I'm not complaining, so let's zoom you. It's Penny Gent over there, look. I can't see very well on the screen, to be honest, but by eye there is some lovely views in the distance. Much busier up here than Whernside was. I don't know if you're going to see that on camera. The old beard's frozen. Alright, let's get out of here and go and find Simon Fell. So we've just dropped down there. You can't really see the path. If I zoom in there, can you see the footsteps in the snow going up there? So we dropped down there. We're going back through that gate, what we came up through, and then we're going to head off that way. Yeah guys, so like I say, we're heading alongside of this wall for now. We do have the Riverlead Viaduct down there, and Ingleborough up there behind us. Now, until I listen back to this footage later, I have no idea how the audio is, but the wind has dropped significantly. I can't say that word, can I? The wind has dropped since we've dropped down off Ingleborough, but it is still doing a little breeze every now and again. But yeah, you can tell now it's dropped, yeah. And I've got some charge back in my stuff, but I'm still going to have to be careful. It'll seem to charge so far, then just stop. But like I say, everything's curled. Like the power bank is curled, and the phone. I had them in my rucksack, and obviously it was too curled in there, so I put them in my pocket and that. Significantly, that's the word I was trying to say earlier. You can tell this path, if it wasn't frozen, would be quite boggy, if you see what I mean. Whereas today it's quite frozen. I don't know how deep that one is. But yeah, there's a few bits like this. So it would be a boggy number, a boggy little number. I hope my walking pole's still on there next to my what do you call it, ice axe. I think I can see the cairn to tap out on. I'll have to check on my map. This one I think is 650 metres, but I will double check on my map. We don't have a trig point here, we just have a little cairn to tap out on. Yeah, I've just checked the map, it is 650 metres. Simon Fell. Did he get back up again? Who knows? Tapping out on Simon Fell. Blinding myself with the sun. Like I say, I'm not complaining. It's nice to have some blue skies. See Ingleborough behind me there, look, and the sun. Because I'm not sure how true it is, because I've seen it on Facebook, and this is mid-February that I'm filming this now. It's actually the 17th of February, but I have read that we have had rain in the UK every single day this year so far. And I know where I live, we have had a lot of rain and a lot of grey skies. So yeah, it's nice to get out. I'm enjoying the snow as well, to be honest. Nice winter hike. I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I love rock and roll. Put another dime and dance with me. Right, bit wibbly wobbly there. On to Park Fell. Now, I have got to watch, there's a gate in front of me, I don't think it's that one. Last time I came, I've only done this route once, this Simon Fell and Park Fell. And just going around, there's a big hole in the floor. Yeah, I don't know if the camera will pick it up that there's a great dip in the floor there, but there is. We'll go around this way, there's another one there. Like I say, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. And there is a gate there, as I was saying. There is a gate at some point, I don't know if it's this one, I don't think it's this one, with a path at each side of the wall. And I went the wrong side of the wall last time and had to hop over a gate further down. So I need to watch out for that. And I am going to, well, I'll say stop and have some dinner at some point, but I won't be stopping for long. I'm not cold, face is a bit cold there, but I will be cold if I stop for any length of time. Yeah, I do have gear in my bag. I've got a down jacket in there. Basically what I'm saying is I'm just going to have a quick dinner. Might even get my bag off, get a bit of food out, and then eat it as I'm walking, to be honest. I just noticed some more little dips in the ground here. Last time I did this route, my son Daly was with me, and we sat in one of them out of the wind to have our dinner. So yeah, he gets cold a lot quicker than me. People are different, aren't they? Lindsay, my wife, her hands are always cold. Go to hold her hand, it's like, geez. I'm not on about up the mountains, I'm on about around town. Yes, I just checked my map and we're on track after coming through that gate. Well, I couldn't fit through the gate. It won't open very far. There was some barbed wire that would have ripped my jacket or my rucksack. But there was a stile, so I hopped over that. Luckily I seen the stile because I thought I can't fit through it here. Well, I guess if I took my rucksack and that, I'd have squeezed through, wouldn't I? But yeah, like I say, I spotted the stile. And also, when I just looked at the map, I think the path is... Yeah, and also, when I just looked at the map, I think that path I was telling you about at either side of the wall is after Park Fell. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Because it's marked on the map. Use OS maps with offline usage. There's some more. Can you see down there? Can you see there how boggy this would be? I don't know if you can see. I'll spin you around. It would be a boggy little number. Yeah, the path. Where was I? So I use OS maps offline. The path is marked purple, and the walls are marked black. But like I say, the path is at both sides of the wall. So I just missed it last time. Spin you around, look at the views that have just opened up as I've popped up the brow of that hill behind me there, look. Yeah, I couldn't see none of that a second ago. I hope the camera... What's happening with my voice? I hope the camera does it justice. Done a little zoomy zoom. There's one side, down that fence post. I don't know how good, if I'm going to pick this up. Yeah, there you go, guys. The Ribblehead Viaduct down there. So we went along the side of there, all the way, round there. Where have we gone? Up onto Whernside, down Whernside. Let's zoomy out of it. So obviously we have a part of the hill in the way at the moment, but we were down below there. Fence first. Up onto Ingleborough, back off. And then down here. And we're heading down to Park Fell. Yeah, and when we get back to the car, that will be a 15-mile circular. if you're interested. Maybe you're not, I don't know. But yeah, if I get a better view of the route we've done, then I will, I'll show you. But the hills tend to get in the way. So that sort of footage, don't they, to show the path the whole way around. Guess what? You know, I said if it wasn't frozen it'd be boggy. Man's been walking through bog on trail. Yeah, it got a bit boggy. I've just spotted the final trig point of the day, and this one isn't high enough to be classed as a mountain. It's 563 metres, and I've just looked on my list, it's not even one of the Dales 30 fells, which I've got snow all clumped up on the bottom of these crampon things. Feels like I'm walking on clogs or high heels. I'm going to have to sort that out. Look at that. Can you see that? Look at that on the bottom of great block of ice. A great block of ice stuck to man's crampon. Cleat, whatever you want to call it. What was I saying? Yeah, I looked on my list and it's not even one of the Dales 30 fells, which I will have previously known because I've done Simon's Fell and Park Fell before, and I've ticked off Simon's Fell of one of the Dales 30. I have actually done 7 of those up to now. So yeah, I will have known that, just forgotten. No wonder it's boggy around here. And I'll tell you something, I can hear the wind is whistling somewhere. I don't know if you can hear it. Here we have a couple of bodies of frozen water here, look. You see there, we're not going seeing how thick the ice is and how daft like that. Yeah, it's not particularly windy, but I could hear it whistling. Don't know if it was whistling along the wall over there or what, but yeah. On another one of those boards, look. The final trig of the day. Right, Dave. Park Fell. What did I say? I can't see again for the sun. Let me turn around. 563 metres. Let's have it. Have it! Have it! You see Pen again over there. Got a little zoom in. Pen again. All the way along the top to Clover Hill. Now that is one of the Dales 30s. Both of those are. It's definitely a good spot on a clear day, obviously, to see the Yorkshire Three Peaks there, because there's the trig, obviously. Right, Dave. So, Pen again. Spin round. Whernside, where we was this morning. And Ingleborough, where we was not too long ago. Where we were. You know what I'm saying. Where we were. So, make my way back down. That gate over there might be the gate I was talking about. Well, there's a path on each side. Well, there was a path on each side to the previous gate, but it's not the one. It's not the one that I got muddled up with last time. So yeah, leaving the trig there behind us. Make our way over to the gate in the corner there, look. Yeah, it was that gate. So the trig's over there. You see it? I come down that path, to that gate, through that gate, into that field, and last time I stayed in that field and went down there. So it's very icy here. You see there's a path there. Whoa, whoa! You see them? Yes! Yes, people, you know what I'm saying? What a treat. Right, where were we? So, we came from the trig, through that gate into that field. From the trig, down there, through that gate, into that field. And then I've come back through this gate to this side of the wall. Like I say, there's a path on each side. And the last time, because Bailey was with me, stayed on that side. We had to hop over a gate to get onto this side, further down. So we should be right. We should be on track. Yeah, them planes, it's normally the Lake District you see them. And I've seen a few. They're normally in threes in the Lake District. And I don't think I've ever caught them on camera. I don't think I have. So yeah, had the camera out already, and I managed to find them. That's a task on its own. It's one thing seeing them by eye, pointing the camera up to the sky and catching them. That's another story. Two guys behind me there, they're off flying. Yeah, I do remember, although we was on the other side of the wall, it being pretty steep coming down here. And it's already looking pretty steep. It will be, won't it? The wall ain't going to make a shit of difference. No matter which side of the wall we're at. Yeah, I thought there was wild campers with a massive rucksack. But they're off flying, apparently. I'm going to have to watch what I'm doing down here, because it is rather steep. We do have a lovely view of Ribblehead Viaduct in front of me, or just to the left hand side of me, just down there, look. My zoom's not working. Just down there, look. Get the zoom to work. Not very clear now, is it? I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, just down there, look, if you can see it. I don't know if it's very clear. Yeah, I don't know how clear you could see it. I was trying to zoom in. Don't know if it's because my fingers are a bit cold or the phone, but wouldn't pinch on the screen very well. So, yeah, it is a very nice view of the viaduct there. Just take it from me. No miking again, guys, but man's up there flying. If we can catch him on the zoom, there you go. He wasn't lying to us. His mate's not set off yet. He's still on the hillside. You see him there? That is him there, that's not snow. If I try and hold steady, centre of the screen, it's not snow, it is the other glider. Oh, the second one is just taking off now, look. Oh, there's three. Where's he come from? So there we are, back at the whip, safe and sound after another successful hike. Thanks for watching. If you got this far, you're an absolute legend. You're a star. Yeah, it really is appreciated. Anyway, you know what to do, you know the score. Give us a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Think about subscribing to the channel if you're not already. Hit the notification bell to see new videos coming in. Check out my previous videos. And until next time, stay safe, happy hiking, happy camping, whatever you do. Maybe you just choose to tune in and watch me, and that's absolutely fine. You know what I mean? If you can't get out but you like to just watch these videos, nice one. So, till the next one, in a bit.